Hey everybody and welcome to the Bullshit Party. And in this one, we're gonna be reviewing the newest vehicle added to the game, the Slamtruck. We're gonna be going over its exterior, its interior, the way it customizes, and the way it performs and handles on the road, before and after customizing it at Los Santos Customs. And I don't wanna spoil anything, but it has a hidden feature that you might wanna stay tuned for. With that said, let's buy it, and for the time it takes for it to get delivered, you can go ahead and like the video. Too late. No, but in all seriousness, please like the video. Anyway, as I was saying, this is the Slamtruck, and it's based on absolutely nothing. But I'm sure I'm wrong about that, and you guys are gonna correct me very politely in the comment section down below. Actually, I take that back. At least the front of this vehicle reminds me of a very early version of the Ford F-150. You know, from the 50s, when cars used to look cool? But anyway, as we're making our way around this behemoth of a vehicle, I'm noticing several interesting things. One is the hook on the back, the other one is that it's slammed, and the third one is that its side mirrors make it look like Dumbo. And this is the level of interactivity this vehicle has. You can open both doors and the hood. And if we take just a little peek underneath, you can see that this is a Beefy Engine running this vehicle. All in all, in terms of design, I'm actually very excited to see how this one customizes in Los Santos Customs. All in all, it looks very promising, but now it's time to get in, see how the vehicle looks from the inside, and listen to the engine. And as the game does its best to keep me out, I force myself in, #me too, and climb on board. And regardless of how you feel, you can't disagree with me that this is definitely the cabin of a 50s US truck. And the sound? Oh yeah, that thing's American. And with that out of the way, it's time to get going to Los Santos Customs to see how this one customizes. But wait, there's more. It has a backup sound when you back up with it, and that's just a cool attention to detail right there. And before we see what type of drivetrain it has, I know what you're all wondering. Seeing how there's a hook and a ramp on the back of this thing, can you drive a car on the ramp? And this is exactly what we're gonna find out now. Well, after I lose the cops. Thanks Leslie, bye! And in case you didn't know, you could call Lester to remove the wanted level for you guys. And as far as if you're able to drive a car off the ramp, of course you're not. That just would have been too cool. But Rockstar is probably gonna release an in-app purchase in a couple of months from now where it's gonna allow you to do so. But anyway, back to the Slamtruck and to explain why it's called the Slamtruck. I guess no explanation was necessary there. Anyways, you can see you can control the height right of this thing, which is really cool. It reminds me of the days of Volt when San Andreas was the king of open world games. But I'm gonna talk about the height right in a little bit. Now I just wanna point out that this is a rear-wheel drive vehicle. No real surprises there, but since this is a new vehicle, I just wanted to point it out. And another thing that I wanted to point out is that the turning radius of this thing is horrendous. And as we start making our way down to Los Santos Customs, I'm left wondering, who's this vehicle for? And yes, keep in mind, this is the stock version of the truck. I'm sure I'm gonna get a better understanding of who's it for after I leave Los Santos Customs, but for right now, it's, I don't know, I'm sort of on the fence here. It's definitely not cheap, but the one thing it has going for it, the one thing, is that you can adjust the height right. And you can do it not only statically, but you can also do it while moving. And just like you could do in San Andreas that I mentioned before, you could slam like different parts of this thing so you can twist it sideways. That's really cool, but in terms of performance, the performance isn't really there. I understand it's a giant truck, it's supposed to weigh like 1,000,000 pounds, it can't steer, yada yada yada, doesn't have brakes, but still it costs $1.3 million. And to answer the question you're probably all wondering, it does feel pretty much the same regardless of the height right you chose. And again, this might change when we fully spec out this one, but it does feel like a little bit of a missed opportunity here. I remember playing San Andreas, and one of the funnest parts in the game for me was getting a lowrider, slamming it to one side, and seeing how far I can corner with it. What's that? School? Who needs school? And I gotta say, from this point onward, the ride to Los Santos Customs was pretty uneventful, so I'm gonna skip ahead to this point. And once again, I just wanna mention what a missed opportunity we have here. Even though you can select a slam position of how your vehicle is gonna look, as soon as you walk out of it, everything gets reset, and that's it. Just think for a second of how cool it would be for you to be able to pose this as a ramp, spike the front and slam the rear. But I guess that's not what we're getting here, is it? And here we are, finally, in Los Santos Customs. And the first thing we're gonna do, of course, is pay to repair the damage we did to the truck. But then, we're first gonna go over all the performance options so we don't forget anything at the end. And this is also gonna allow us to just skim over the customization options and get a rough idea of what we're in for. And by the looks of it, the customization on this one isn't gonna be very impressive. But I digress, don't judge a book by its covers. But what am I saying? I'm assuming most of you, just like me, haven't read a book in your life. So let me just fix that expression for you. Don't judge an audiobook by its covers. Huh? Huh? Please like me. That's weird. I have the strangest feeling that I was doing something before this. Oh yeah, a video. Hey everybody and welcome to the... Oh no, wait, I did that part already. Like, subscribe... No, I did that one as well. We're gonna win the podium vehicle... No, wait, wrong video. Oh, that's right, I was customizing the Slamtruck. Stupid me, all I had to do was look at the screen. Speaking of... I can wait. But no, seriously, going back to the customization of this one, it's kind of a mixed bag and this is a perfect example of that. Look at how little effort was put into this. I mean, this particular customization is worse than most of the customizations in the base game. And keep in mind, the base game is 7.5 years old. But I'm sure most of you knew that because you're sharing the same birth year. And I joke, I know only 55-year-old men watch my videos. Thank you, YouTube Analytics. And yes, I'm just trying to fill time as I'm showing you all the livery options. And since I'm not a big fan of liveries, I don't have anything nice to say about them, so I just decided to, change the subject. But let me just put a suggestion here. Instead of having 19 different liveries and pretty much no other external customization, why not just skip the liveries and make the rest of the truck more customizable? Oh no, wait, we can change the mirrors. Never mind, I didn't say anything. That totally makes up for it. No, wait, Colin, I was making a joke, come back! Well, I can't really disagree with this one. But let me know if you see something wrong with this picture right here. Where's my license plate? And the game doesn't even allow me to go back to see the rear license plate, so thank you, Rockstar. I'm so happy I gave you money for 4 copies of this game. So far. And we're down to probably the coolest customization option, which is pretty sad. But you know what? I'm gonna take that back and rephrase it. This is definitely the coolest customization option for this vehicle. And since Colin's not here anymore to hear me complain, I'm gonna keep complaining about it. And because I frankly don't want this video to be 25 minutes long like some other YouTubers, let's skip ahead to where we exit Los Santos Customs and look at my beautiful job at customizing this. Right? Okay, but at least give it a chance. Once you get past the vomit-inducing colors, I promise you it gets better. See, for example, I can do this with it. Was that? You're not entertained? Okay, I'll see myself out. I learned my lesson, can I come in now? And remember everybody, this video was informative. And to back that statement up, here's how the truck feels after fully customizing it and upgrading it at Los Santos Customs. It feels pretty much the same. Let's just say you're not gonna win any races with this one, but I don't think you're supposed to. I think the main function of this vehicle is being able to carry other cars on it. Well, that's disappointing. And on that note, I was ready to end the video. And just for the record, no, I don't think $1.3 million is worth it for this vehicle in its current state. But then, this happened. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10, perfect score, it's the perfect vehicle. And yes, that was a joke, and yes, this is gonna be the end of the video. Thank you so much to everybody that watched, hopefully you were at least a little bit entertained by the video, and if that's the case, please don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe if you liked what you saw and want to see more content from the channel, and with all that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Houston, we lost the payload. I repeat, we lost the payload.